We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball next on the show. Zach Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Zach Wheeler's a quality pitcher. 3-pitch mix guy. Fastball 93 to 96. Good hard slider and a straight changeup. If he brings all three of them with him to the ballpark, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Miami, the second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Jonathan Villar becomes the first out of the inning. Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs, 27 driven in. Outside for a ball, 1-1. His career line against Wheeler, he's totaled 4 hits in 20 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Weather not much of an issue tonight. A mild 65 degrees here at game time. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
In now, Brian Anderson. Hot shot down the line. And a diving try at third, but it's past him. A fair ball.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Striding into the box, Jesus Aguilar. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Anderson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Line drive to left. McCutchen is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Pablo Lopez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it just goes to show you how tough it is to pitch in today's game. This guy has a career ERA over 5. At times he can be good, and at times he can be really, really bad. It'll be interesting to see which guy shows up in this one here today.
Rocket to third. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
So now to the plate, JT Realmuto, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Leday comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Batting third,
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Runner at second here with one man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Full count now, 3-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Popped him up. Alfaro moving to his left. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins. And he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the National League in RBIs entering play.
Well, big-time power threats like him tend to rack up a lot of RBIs. He's also way up there on the home run leaderboard.
He's set. The 0-1. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. 2-run shot to straightaway center, and even 30 home runs on the year as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
At the plate now, Roman Quinn.
The center fielder.
As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Anderson is under it, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Here's Matt Joyce now. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Number 7, Matt Joyce.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Into right field. That's a base hit.
That is it. The catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
To the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Alfaro is second in the league in all-star voting among closers, so it looks promising that he'll get an invite to the midseason festivities.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
0-1 the count. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 6 home runs and 25 driven in. 1-1 the count now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's running. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Line to the right side, but this is speared by the first baseman.
Batting in, the center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
Settling in now, J.J. Bleday. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
2 out with the man at first. Popped up. Duffy in foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he gets him to go after 1-0-2 as this is popped in the air toward the left side of the infield. Duffy is there, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. And in steps Scott Kingery. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And he fouls this one off. Kingery is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Digging in, Bryson Stott. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. Set and the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Joyce is there. 1 down. So a runner on second with 1 down now. And that means the corner infielder Matt Duffy will bat next. Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. 1 hit's all they get. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Phillies lead it 2-0. Top of the 3rd set to get underway. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Pablo Lopez. In there at the knees, strike 1. And he popped him up. Stott into shallow center. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Quinn will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Up next for the Marlins, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Striding in, Miguel Rojas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him. 0-1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Miguel Rojas goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Stepping in now, Brian Anderson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And low, it's a ball and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. They're still down. It's 2-0. Stepping up to the plate, Zach Wheeler, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The pitcher, Zach.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Fastball called for strike 2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up. Rojas shading to his right, makes the play. 1 away.
The left fielder, number 22.
So 1 gone here in the Philadelphia third, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2-2 now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. He froze him on the fastball there. Andrew McCutchen becomes out number 2 this inning.
Real Muto.
Digging in to try it again, JT Realmuto. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1, no strike.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Leday is right there. And he will make the catch, so that'll do it. Phillies down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Striding in once again, Jesus Aguilar hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
That's inside.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Shot toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Standing in now, Matt Joyce, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. And he'll fight this one foul off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Now batting.
Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Here's the first pitch to him. And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Line hard to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another payoff pitch. Inside, he misses ball 4.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
From the stretch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And a curveball taken for strike 2. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting. The center fielder.
Now at the plate, J.J. Bleday. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They trail things here 2-0. In now, Bryce Harper, over 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. Fouled away. Harper is almost surely going to receive an invite to the All-Star game, as he currently leads all right fielders in fan votes.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the All-Star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
The 0-2 once more. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Hoskins behind the count 0-2.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. On the move is Joyce. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they're on top 2-0. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
The pitcher, number 49. Pablo.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Lopez.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see there that they're currently residing in 2nd place in the NL in that category. So it's back to the top of the order now, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. First pitch on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2. Now batting, Miguel Rojas. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a 3rd time.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Kingery will put this one away, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail it here 2-0. At the plate, Scott Kingery. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. First delivery to him on the way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, when you're behind 0-2 as a hitter, you're in swing mode. Nothing changes that like seeing something hard bearing in on you, though.
The 1-2 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second.
Looking at this, you know he had to be sitting on that pitch because he jumped all over it. Tried to keep him off balance with the old Uncle Charlie, and he was having none of that. Not a bad pitch. He was just waiting for it and blasted a leadoff double.
Now at the plate, Bryson Stott. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Leday is right there, one down. And in the end, the tag appears to have been a bluff. He's back to second. Digging in now, Matt Duffy. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ground ball left side. The tag gets one. Relay to Aguilar, the double play, and that retires the side. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one. Ready once again, Brian Anderson. He'll start things out now in the top half of the sixth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead of the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are two away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
In now, Matt Joyce. As he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Joyce in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one by the look on the manager meeting after this.
2-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. Good time to call the change as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Miami down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. So next to the plate for the Phils, Zach Wheeler. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
A high fastball is in there.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pitch is popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Now at the plate, JT Realmuto will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. So coming to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Down the 3rd baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at 3rd. And he'll get in there safely.
Now batting, right fielder, Harold Ramirez.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. So now to the plate, Harold Ramirez, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. No hits to this point. Into the corner and slicing foul. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Just a touch inside. Perhaps it's 2-1.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs? I don't think he's working around him.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that 1 hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
J.J. Bleday is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball 1. Fouled off. 1 out and a runner on second base. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
John Birdie will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Pinch hitting for the Marlins. Number 5, John Birdie.
Out in front of it, strike 1. He'll check in here at 277. 4 home runs, 26 RBIs. Breaking ball called just a bit low. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Adam Morgan will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Here comes the first pitch. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. They're down 2-0. Adam Conley gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Now in the box, Bryce Harper. A pop out and a ground out for him to this point.
The right fielder, Bryce Harper.
He's set. Here it comes.
Ball, that's inside.
The 1-0.
Ball, inside. Yep, that ball went out.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
And he fouls this one off. The 3-1. Hops this one up. Anderson in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Harper is retired, and there's one away. Rhys Hoskins will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Conley has over 40 innings on his line so far and has an ERA just under 4. A respectable number. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Joyce is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box, Roman Quinn. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Count 1-0.
Count now a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Popped him up. Aguilar over to his left, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're up 2-0. Coming to the plate now, Miguel Rojas. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Sir Anthony Dominguez will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's a ball. Ball one, no strike.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. Ready now for the Marlins, Brian Anderson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Dominguez is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Matt Joyce is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Two and one. And this is on the inside edge, perhaps off the inside edge, but it's a called strike. 2-2 now. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw you.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Phillies on top, 2-0. Brandon Kinsler is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 20.
At the plate, Scott Kingery. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Joyce. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Stepping into the box, Bryson Stott. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. Running hard, he's digging for second. And this throw gets away from him.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. Standing in, Matt Duffy. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a soft liner to the right side, foul. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And he is in there.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Nick Williams will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, Nick Williams.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike one. Second and third here, one man out. And it's quickly 0-2.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Andrew.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrew McCutchen. He'll try to bring in that second run of the inning from third with 2 down. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone, and that one had some extra distance. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and that is 27 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
It looked like he might just work out of that inning, only giving up a single run, but it all comes crashing down on that mistake. Nothing like a 3-run bomb to change the entire complexion of your day on the mound.
Josh Rader enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Josh Rader. The right fielder, number 3,
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. Breaking ball well inside and taken for ball 3. Rhys Hoskins would be next. Fastball in there, 3-2.
Count is full.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Another full count pitch home. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Victor Arano comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 64.
All set to start the 9th in this one. Stepping into the box, Jorge Alfaro. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
A ball hit hard to the left side. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone. A reminder, while we have a chance, we'll have post-game highlights from Philadelphia immediately following the conclusion of the game. Digging in once again, Harold Ramirez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Arano, a 25-year-old. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. And it's 1-2. Popped him up. Duffy is there. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
Standing in, J.J. Bleday. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher's spot from leading off the next inning.
Boy, this has been really frustrating. They're piling up the base hits, but they can't seem to get that one big knock to drive some runs in.
Yeah, and this can get frustrating for a team. Doesn't matter what your batting average is. The bottom line is W's and L's, and they got to find a way to get some runs.
Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. He's got it. Throw on to first. He'll take care of him, and the Phillies have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Philadelphia Phillies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Wheeler earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Pablo Lopez pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.